Leo, fellow Leo, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear fellow Leo, I'm going to be doing your reading from December 8 to the 14th, and this is a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. Now, in this reading, dear fellow Leo, I'm going to be taking a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the main challenge and get some final advice for you. By the way, as an introduction, dear fellow Leo, this is Henry, this is Michael, and I'm Arman, always ready here to serve and to slay. Leo. Okay, so your challenge, dear Leo, is the Seven of Wands. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Five of Wands. Your challenge, Leo, has a lot to do with the Seven of Wands energy, and this is about challenges. This is about kind of conflict, but you're finding your way out of conflicts, internal conflicts, okay? It's like almost you're bracing yourself for the unknown. You're preparing for something that may come surprisingly, and you want to make sure that you're making the right decision. We're going to get back to this and we're going to clarify this shortly. In the recent past, you have the Hierophant, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. Some of you are dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. In the recent past, I do see here a strong sense of commitment here. Maybe some of you were married to this person, there were children involved, you were living with this person. A lot of happiness, stability, family, okay? So maybe you and this person bought a home together or were planning to buy a home together. Definitely this strong sense of stability that you experience with this person. This is somebody also I'm getting here kind of they were moving quite slowly, or this person was not the way that you anticipated them to be after a while. Because I do see here someone kind of like taking a pause or taking a break or getting out of this connection. We're in the present moment, you have the Hermit, the Judgment, and the Star. So in the present moment, you are definitely doing a lot of kind of internal thinking, recalibration, going within yourself, making a decision. Some of you are dealing with the Scorpio, Aquarius. You have the Star here as well. Okay, some of you are dealing with an Aquarius also. So there is this internal decision. You're making this decision within yourself. You're not telling about this to anybody. You're keeping it to you. You're a Leo. You don't have to go out there and blow the trumpets and let everybody know what you're up to. And that's why you can be sometimes very unpredictable, but you're fierce all the time. So we're going to clarify this shortly and what this decision is about that you're going to be making. In the near future, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Lovers. Okay, so in the near future, Leo, there is an offer that's coming in towards your way. Somebody here wants to make an offer. Somebody here wants to make something work. A relationship is what's on the horizon for you, partnership. We're going to get back to this and we're going to clarify this shortly. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, Leo, you have the King of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Five of Wands. There is a direct conversation, okay, face-to-face conversation in regards to this connection that ended in the past. I do see here conflict, drama, multiple people being involved in this situation, and there is a desire here to actually work something out, to build something back together or to build it strong. Okay, now let's get into your reading and let's talk about the challenge and clarify all the cards for you, dear fellow Leo. So the Seven of Wands, which is the challenge, Leo, you're really preparing yourself for the unknown, bracing yourself for whatever is coming in towards your way. You can tell it's coming. Clarified by the Seven of Swords, the Death card, and the Eight of Cups, and the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The person that walked away from you, the one that disconnected from you, you still have a lot of trust issues with this person. You do. Okay, you have trust issues that this person can remain loyal to you. I feel like a lot of you feel like that this is you feel like this is an ended situation. This is something that completely ended. It could be true for some of you. Maybe it's a completely done deal and you don't want to deal with it anymore. but there is internal feelings and emotions and a lot of passion that you're kind of fighting within yourself. We are a Leo. We definitely feel very deeply a lot of things. However, once something is done, it's done. So for a lot of you, I feel like you do have trust issues, almost as if you like have this internal intuition that it's not over within this person either. That's just what you're picking up on. Like somebody here is not over this situation either. It may feel like it's done, but there is a fighting of emotions and feelings. You are on this side fighting with your feelings and your emotions, and they're on the other side fighting their emotions and their feelings as well. Part of your challenge here has a lot to do with going within yourself and finalizing some decision and understanding something very significant here. So in the recent past, Leo, the Hierophant is clarified by the Queen of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Chariot. In the recent past, I do strongly feel like here that you and this person, like I said, decided to move on together. Maybe moving together. Some of you were traveling together. I'm seeing here a lot of passion, a lot of emotions. Things were going great. There was this strong sense of purpose, strong sense of direction, desire to make something happen here for both of you. I'm also getting here like some of you were like married to this person. I'm getting traditional marriage. I'm getting commitment here that existed between you and this person. Ten of Pentacles in the recent past, marriage, family, kids, children were involved. It's clarified by the Eight of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. I feel like some of you were feeling trapped in this connection because someone here might have been holding communication back. Or I'm also getting here that the person you were dealing with, there is a strong cut-off energy, okay? Somebody either cut you off or you cut them off. With the King of Swords energy, that's like sometimes can be very ruthless. It can be very difficult, okay, to maybe say something for somebody and then all they do is just cut you off. When somebody here cut you off or you cut someone off, I feel like that you kind of felt a little bit trapped. You really didn't understand why did this situation ended the way that it ended. A lot of question marks. Some of you felt trapped. Some of you were like in your mind also. A lot of intrusive thoughts going on, okay? Now, Knight of Pentacles here, this person might have left out of the situation. I am getting here the person you were dealing with went after their career or went after their money, or there is something more materialistic that this person was pursuing after. The Knight of Pentacles, dear Leo, in the recent past is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Six of Cups. So I feel like that there was a selfish energy here with somebody. Someone was overindulging into certain activities, over-consuming, overindulging, could be drinking, could be partying, could be doing just a whole lot of other things, but also just being very selfish, okay? You know, funny, they say Leos are selfish, but, you know, think twice before you say that, you know what I mean? Because we're literally one of the most, if not the most generous sign out there. I know there's cross-watchers watching. That's okay. You can do some breath work regulation, nervous system regulation, take a cold shower, you'll be fine. Now, in the recent past, dear Leo, I do see here a lot of nostalgia between you and this person. Despite the fact that there was a lot of missing each other and nostalgia, someone here was not communicating. The Knight of Cups is like someone's hands, they're like closed off, holding communication back. This person did miss you a lot, but they did not want to tell you that, okay? Now, in the present moment, you have the Hermit. You're definitely deciding something within yourself. You're on a spiritual path. You might be feeling a little bit isolated, dear fellow Leo, and I'm sending you a big hug. So the Hermit is clarified by the King of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. A lot of you are letting go what no longer serves you. A lot of you are making room for the new things to come into your life. Okay, this situation here that ended between you and this person has been quite overwhelming, and it's been very challenging for you to really just let go of even the emotions and the feelings. But I feel like that, you know, there is an opportunity here that's coming up towards you. And when you make room for that opportunity, I feel like that's when you're going to see, oh, I'm making the right decision. I'm making room. You're no longer attaching yourself to the person from the past. That's why you have the Judgment here. There is a decision. There is a realization. You're having a major realization about this situation. So the Judgment is clarified by the Star, the Seven of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles, and the Strength at the bottom of the deck. Okay, could be dealing with an Aquarius, Leo energy here. That's you, that's you, Leo. Very strong, big D, big Leo energy. So for a lot of you in the present moment, I strongly feel like here that you're really realizing that someone here is holding back something from you, or there is just a lot of confusion. There is a lot of kind of like internal conflict going on. You're trying to make sense. Why am I holding on to this situation if I can set myself free? Okay, so you have the star here in the present moment. This is talking about the fact that there is a lot of hope for something, but there is also this energy of you holding back and not initiating anything. The star is clarified by the Three of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Somebody here wants reconciliation with you. This person has been going through some sort of a spiritual awakening. I do feel like here you and this person are not talking to each other. There is no communication or very little communication. Three of Cups and the Four of Swords, there is this healing. You're either hoping that this person has healed, or also they are hoping that you have healed so that both of you actually can be together and reconcile. There is a strong sense and strong energy here of wanting to reconcile, wanting to move forward, wanting to work things out with this person as well. Another thing that I'm also getting here, Leo, I'm going to mention this, very important. A lot of you have options in front of you. You have options, you have different people under your radar that you could potentially explore relationship with. Some of them is a Virgo. For some of you, it's a Virgo, possibly another fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Okay, so you do know that you have options, okay? And this is somebody here that really is like, this person is trying to overcome their like quick intrusive thoughts. This is somebody that constantly is thinking about this situation. They're thinking, but they're not necessarily initiating anything yet. Now, in the near future, Leo, we have the Ace of Pentacles. There is an offer here that's going to be coming in towards your way. So let's talk about this offer for you in the near future. The Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. Could be dealing with the Libra also. I am strongly getting here, Leo, that somebody here wants to make things right with you. This person that's coming in towards your way, they're coming with the intention and with the purpose of wanting to create peace with you. Whoever this person is, you do feel like this person is either your twin flame or your soulmate. Take it as it resonates. The situation here that ended between you and this person in the past has actually given you and them the opportunity to do the work within yourself. Now, some of you are going to say, Arman, I have free will. I'm going to choose to move on from this person. That's absolutely fine if that's what you choose to do. But the energies here that I'm seeing in the near future, there is an offer, okay, with the Ace of Pentacles. There is an opportunity here. Some of you are dealing with the water sign, also Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini. So a lot of you, there is definitely a love offer. This person is part of your destiny. And also, they're coming back with the healed version of themselves. So with the Knight of Cups here, this talks about somebody that's approaching you with a lot of love. This is somebody that's very gentle, somebody that's very caring. This person wants to offer you exactly what you have wanted. So the Knight of Cups for you, dear fellow Leo, in the near future is clarified by the Five of Swords, Three of Swords, and the Three of Wands. This person knows, and they have been watching you from afar. They know that they really caused you a breakup, a heartbreak. There has been a conflict and they haven't let you go. They're aware of that. And they're coming to soothe you. They're coming to soothe the pain. You know, the Knight of Cups is someone that's very gentle, it's the most romantic knight of them all. This is someone that's also very spiritual and very intuitive as well. Very watery energy here as well. Or somebody who acts like a water sign. They have an emotional side to them. This person wants to come towards you and make an offer here because, you know, as I said earlier, they know that you have been hurt. They know that the situation, the way that things ended between you and them, Leo, has really caused a lot of havoc, a lot of pain. This is somebody also that acknowledges the fact that they betrayed your trust. And they're coming towards you because they feel like that something here really needs to be set right. It's whether their mind within themselves, something within them is like nudging them to make a move. And you have the Lovers here coming up, okay? So in the near future, let's clarify the Lovers, Leo. So the Lovers in the near future is clarified by the Magician, the Six of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles, and the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. Someone is manifesting you, okay? There is a manifestation here that's going to happen, and this person is manifesting a relationship where both of you can actually have an equal give and take exchange energy. There could be reciprocation happening, and most importantly with the Page of Pentacles, this is something very tangible. This is a situation where there is more tangible, there is a ground that you can actually build. There is a foundation that you and this person can build something back on. Six of Pentacles here, I'm also gonna dive deep into this for a second. This person might be entertaining somebody else, and I feel like that they feel like that it's more about, it's out of balance. It's not, it is what it is. They might be feeling they're being breadcrumbed by someone else. And they used to be the one that maybe breadcrumbed you. But the intention here that they have with the Magician, it's a very strong, powerful manifestation. Someone here is setting an intention to make this work so that both of you can actually move forward from the past, okay? So let's get into your advice, Leo. What is the advice? Your advice, Leo. So you have the Three of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the King of Wands. Okay? So Leo, you are the King of Wands. Leo energy right there, 1616 on the timer. You know that there is a conflict here that existed between you and this person, which caused you a heartbreak and a breakup, right? Fight, argument, misunderstanding. You're actually stepping into your power and you're being the bigger person. You know, the biggest piece of advice here for you is to really recognize when this person comes towards you and they're manifesting. Let's talk about the patterns. Let's talk about how much have you changed? Have you done the work within yourself? And I always tell people, manifesting a person, manifesting money, manifesting fame, whatever it is that people are manifesting, it's one thing. But maintaining that manifestation and not falling off track is another thing. So this has a lot to do with healing. This has a lot to do with forgiveness. Three of Swords. You know, a lot of you have been hurt by this situation. And there has been a conflict. There might have been even multiple people involved in this situation with the Five of Wands, which could have really affected this relationship. But you are the King of Wands. What do you want to do with this situation, you know? Because yes, you do have the internal, like these challenges within you that you know that you're faced with. But at the end of the day, the most important thing here for you to remember, Leo, is what do you want to do? What do you want to do with this person? Why do you want to be with them? And if they come back to you, you know, an important conversation is to discuss, why do you want to be back with me? You know, not in a condescending way or disrespectful way, but just have these open-ended questions to discuss the necessary things with this person to see how you both can work it out, because if that's what they want. And it looks like they are coming with the intention of, you know, they're aware and they're wanting to acknowledge that they hurt you at a very deep level and they want to work things out and eventually move things, you know, towards the new thing, towards the new direction and sense of destination. This is the biggest piece of advice that I have for you, dear fellow Leo. And most importantly, it is important for us to entertain very positive, high-frequency thoughts right before we go to bed. Before you fall asleep, Leo, start thinking about the best-case scenario and fall into the assumption and into the feelings and the mood of your desired reality manifesting, because we need to dwell onto the new story. We don't need to talk about the past story all the time. We need to start talking about solutions. We need to start talking about how we can be the best version of ourselves, improving ourselves, getting back on track. And remember, 2026 is going to be the biggest year for Leo. And Leo is the zodiac sign. It is the zodiac sign that is going to have the absolute like freaking best year ever, stepping into your power financially, stepping into your power in your body, in your physique, in your relationships, in your physique, in your relationship, in your friendships, in your money, everything. The 9-year cycle is ending, Leo, and Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion and wealth, is moving into Leo. So brace yourself, okay? So dear Leo, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you so much, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.